The Asian obsession is getting worse. Now look, I am not obsessed with ABGs, but ABGs are obsessed with me, and I am obsessed with them. I
love Asians.
I love anime, I love manhwa, I love Genshin Impact, and a lot of people do too. But they fall under the trap that because Asia is a different country, it's more easy to fetishize and idealize everything about Korea, everything about Japan.
People do that about Japan. I already knew he was going to say it. Everybody praises Japan. I've never been there, so I can't say if the praises are valid. But everybody loves Japan, praises Japan, all of that stuff. I'm not going to lie. Yo, it gets to the point where I know niggas who love anime, who literally have married or not married, who are dating Asian women just because they're Asian. And they've told me, literally just because they're Asian. It's like, what?
Japan, Korea, Japan.
Everyone swears that they're him or the main character until they go to South Korea. You think you're smart? Go to South Korea. You think you're talented? Go to South Korea. You think you're hot? Go to South Korea.
Who do you think you are, Bucky? Who do you think you are, Bucko, man? Man, come to my block, and I promise you will not. Why am I talking like this is a TikTok?
Motherfucker, I swear on my mama's grave, you're gonna be humbled real fast.
Because I grew up in Korea, a lot of the stereotypes of it being a very clean place, a lot of people are prim, proper, polite, they look good, is correct. But there is an underlying problem with everything in every country where I don't think people know this.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, side topic. I just had blue crabs on vacation 2 days ago. They were some of the best, most freshest things I've ever ate. I'm not gonna lie, try you some blue crabs, bro.
Maybe they should. The suicide rates are extremely high in Korea, Japan. Almost the entire population will go extinct in a few generations because there's so much pressure in the work-life culture that they're not having children. They're being incentivized, paid money to have children, and nonetheless, their population is still dwindling.
South Korea has so few babies, it is offering new parents $10,000. What? What? Yo, don't even want to have sex no more? Y'all gotta lower the wages, man. I mean, y'all gotta lower the work time, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Implement a 9 to 5 instead of a 8 to 8. Like, what are you talking about?
Dwindling, and it is to the point where it is so bad, it is so drastic that, well, they can't go back. They cannot reverse their population deficit.
You heard that right. At its current rate, Korea is expected to go from a population of nearly 52 million to 34 million, a loss of over 30% in less than 50 years.
That's low-key good for the climate. I know the earth is celebrating, hooting and hollering right now. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, that is bad for Korea, man. Yo, what?
Over that period, Korea will lose...
I gotta ask my Asian Korean friend how he feels about this. I know he's devastated.
50% of its workforce and have a median age of 60. Imagine that. A country where the average person is retired with the lowest...
Yo, no. People gotta move then. Do they not move?
Fertility rate in the world. Nearly 73% below the replacement rate of 2.
Why is Jamaica so low too?
0.1. Korea is on a dangerous path to self-destruction.
I don't blame you. Of course. You live in the United States, one of the least competitive first world countries in the entire world. So, of course, if you go to some like cutthroat place like South Korea, yeah, you don't really understand what it's like.
Wait. No. I was waiting for an explanation, but he never gave one. Did you just say America's one of the least competitive countries in the world? Are you fucking serious? The whole country is... Yo, the whole country's economy is built on competition. It's a capitalism society. Literally rewarding you and encouraging you to compete against each other. That's the whole point of the country. We're the best at sports. We're the best at, like, judging ourselves. Like, come on, bro. No, we're not. There's other countries that are better.
What I don't understand is that a lot of people living in America fetishize other countries. Oh yeah, you should go to the Philippines. Everything there is so cheap. Vietnam, oh Dubai, it's the most luxurious city. It's a
Now Dubai, I do want to visit. I'm not gonna lie.
Utopia. Oh my God, Japan, Korea, everything's so clean and awesome. Everyone looks so good. Now why don't you move there? Because they need the hope. There are so many people living sad, desperate, loser lives that they want the idea of a perfect escape. And you could see this in multiple videos of people, white people, who move.
If you're living a loser life, it's your fault. You can change it.
To Japan because they thought that's exactly what they wanted. And they slowly get burned and put into reality that maybe Japan isn't so awesome. Maybe Dubai is the shittiest place ever. Maybe I can't say that. I might die if I ever go there. But the pollution there is horrible. They don't have any sewer system, so they just shovel the shit and dump it in some random place in Dubai.
This is Dubai's conga line of poo from 2009. The viral video, along with some lazy reporting, perpetuated a myth that the Burj Khalifa has no sewage system due to budget issues during the financial crisis. The truth.
They don't have a sewage system? How does that country look so nice and they don't have a sewage system? What? Hey, not everything is how it seems, man.
This is actually stranger and ends in some controversy, because it wasn't the Burj Khalifa that didn't have sewer infrastructure. It was most of the buildings throughout the city. This daily line of 4,000 septic trucks had collected human waste to deliver to the Al Aweer sewage treatment plant. At the time, it was Dubai's only and severely overloaded treatment plant, with a capacity of 260,000 cubic meters of wastewater per day, but over 500,000 cubic meters of wastewater being trucked in. The trucks would sometimes wait in line for 24 hours to unload before starting all over again, and the odors around the conga line and the treatment plant were unbearable.
Imagine having to, like, be a trucker that waits in that line, and you just smelling shit and piss and poop the whole day. Ew.
Now live.
Yo, you know what? You wanna know something crazy? I learned this the other day. You know, people in Dubai, like the rich people, like the people who have like trillions of dollars, they don't shower or brush their teeth. They don't really do that. They're like, they're usually disgusting and shit. And the reason why is because they don't need to. They don't have to be presentable. You're gonna fuck with them regardless, bro. They're rich. So a lot of times they don't care. That's from what I heard. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that's completely true, but that's what I heard.
In America, and wherever you're currently living in, every other single place will be seen as a better land of opportunity. Oh, I want to go to Dubai, the most luxurious place. Oh, I gotta be a passport pro. I gotta jump around the Philippines, go to Vietnam. But really think about it. Every single country obviously has their own flaws, and the reason why everything seems like a better opportunity is because people struggle in their current and daily lives. A big reason why white people and weeb culture is so popular is because they see Japan and anime as a medium to escape their current and daily lives. You guys might not know this because I'm a big psychology nut, but a big reason why isekai is such a popular genre where
it's because it makes you feel like you're escaping from reality. That's why we all love it.
It's a generic,
and look at the characters. They're always generic, black hair, whatever eye characters.
Main character being transported to another world where he pretty much gets a second chance. He gets a harem full of girls. He's suddenly more powerful, is because people see isekai Japan as a station of escape. And there are many videos of white people escaping to Japan and getting hit with a reality shock that the life they're trying to escape from isn't actually going to be solved in a different place. It is just in a different culture.
It's because they are running away from something.
Plus, you can't escape from your own problems, my boy. You can never escape from your own problems. So if you have an issue with your life, you need to fix it before you go on vacations, because then it will ruin the vacation.
As opposed to running towards something, whether this is issues they have with their own country or the situation they find themselves in and are looking for some form of escape. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with this, but it's worth remembering that while moving to a different environment can feel like a fresh start, that feeling doesn't last forever. Eventually, the problems that you tried to leave behind may start to catch up with you. I've been through some of my most difficult times living in Japan, whether that's loneliness, anxiety, or uncertainty about the future. Our problems tend to have a habit of following us no matter where we go, and some things can't be left behind.
People project their internal insecurities and fantasy onto foreign cultures. For example, Japanese people are so disciplined. Korean men look so much better than the Americans. You're craving order in your own life.
They don't. But you can lead it. Oh, I don't know. I'm not attracted to men.
You're romanticizing looks because maybe you don't feel enough looking for yourself. I messed up the sentence, but people are trying to project and self-reflect on this external obsession. And understand this. This isn't just about foreign cultures, Asia, but literally anything. There are a lot of people, specifically I was live and a 17-year-old said, oh, I'm a crypto guy. Rambo, you don't know shit. You're fucking dumb. Crypto is the move. Crypto is the money. Why is he choosing to insult me? Why is he banking on the idea that crypto is the future? I'm not saying that it isn't. I'm not saying that it's not. What I am...
He wants to hit a little Bitcoin scam so he can escape the life he's in. Brother, you have to work for that. You can't just escape.
Saying is that he puts a lot of his personality into this one thing, just like other weebs putting such a strong personality trait into just Japan culture. Why is that? It's because they themselves are trying to project what crypto means. Crypto means money. So you can tell that they're insecure about money. That Asian Korean guy saying about, oh, Korea's so awesome and cool. It's because he's insecure that he isn't good looking enough. He's insecure that he isn't as intelligent enough.
You think you're smart? Go to South Korea. You think you're talented? Go to South Korea. You think you're hot? Go to South Korea. Motherfucker, I swear on my mama's grave, you're gonna be humbled real fucking fast.
And this is the biggest problem. You know this. Everyone knows this, but it's extremely difficult to apply in real life situations because there's so many things that we are deeply insecure about that we latch onto other ideas to make ourselves feel better about. And I'm not saying America is amazing and awesome. I'm a big patriot. I love America. But at the same time, there is definitely problems of America. But there's this idea that the grass is greener on the other side. And
it's never greener on the other side. There ain't no light that's better than yours. Your life is meant for you for a reason. You just gotta find a way to cheat code it.
Funny, but I watched Togi and he said something along the lines of, what if you can't see that the grass is painted on? You can't see that the grass is actually fake.
Sometimes the grass is green on the other side because it's fake, right? You have to take everything you see with a grain of salt. Like,
what if once you actually get close enough and you live the culture of Japan, Asia, Korea, Philippines, Dubai, where you get to breathe in all the polluted air, smell the shits with zero sewage, that you find out it was not as good as it was purported. And the only
another thing people are also often forgetting, I'm finna get on a tangent. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people don't like their life because they don't like the job they're working. They don't like the people that are around them. They don't like the friends. They don't like the girls they're pulling. But here's the thing. A lot of y'all don't like shit. But at the same time, that's all you have. If you really want to enjoy life, it's not about getting more stuff. It's about appreciating what you already have. The one thing that social media I don't really fuck with. The one thing I don't really fuck with social media is that naturally, it makes us feel like our lives aren't good enough. Now, that's our fault because we're prioritizing what we see. You know, niggas with fast cars, people with nice clothes, people with badder girls, fine shit, people with way more money. At the same time, here's the thing. Most of the time, you will never get that. So stop worrying about it. Appreciate what you have. The most important thing in life is love. And just love. Honestly, it's just love. That's the best feeling you can have in life. If you love yourself and love what you have, you will never feel like you're worse or you're less off. Just make sure you straight, your people are straight, and make genuine connections and genuinely love yourself. And everything else will just kind of come. Stop worrying about having a better life. Even if you have nothing but a bed, a TV, and some food in the refrigerator, you still have a lot more than 50% of the people in this world. That's a big stretch, but you get what I'm trying to say. So, appreciate what you have. And once you appreciate what you have, you will have more. Because it will just come naturally. But y'all gotta stop worrying about shit, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Only reason why you thought that this was so amazing is because you wanted to project.
That's why people in the 90s and the 80s seemed happier. They weren't comparing themselves as much. Just letting y'all know.
Project a better life. And you were not content with the life you have now. But the real question is, if it isn't greener on the other side, then the only option is you have to make it greener on your side. Thank you for my TED Talk.
Or just appreciate what you have. I mean, you can make it greener, but grass can always be greener. It'll never be green enough. Enjoy what you have. I'm not saying not to be ambitious. Do be ambitious. But at the same time, enjoy what you have. You can do both. You can do both. And when you enjoy what you have, you'll find that you enjoy life more, you're more relaxed, and you're still getting done what you need to get done. You don't gotta race. You can chill, relax. So chill and relax. You got time. We out.